Are we witnessing a Drew McIntyre heel turn? Well, I feel like tonight on Monday Night Raw, we're going to keep getting those answers because a few weeks ago, he left Jey Uso hanging, which isn't much babyface demeanor. And then last week, if I'm not mistaken, he let Kofi Kingston hanging as well. So slowly but surely, Drew McIntyre's attitude, the way he handles himself, the way he portrays himself on WWE TV, it's starting to show shades of a darker Drew McIntyre. And this is all normal character progression in terms of what's happened to Drew McIntyre over the past pretty much two and a half years, ever since he became WWE champion in front of a crowdless, fanless WrestleMania, the biggest show that nobody ever wants to remember, the darkest times, not only in professional wrestling, but in the entire world and in recent memory. He led WWE throughout that entire era, and slowly but surely, Bobby Lashley took that WWE Championship from him. He hasn't been able to get back in that title hunt. The one chance he had that big stage, that big platform to actually become undisputed Universal Champion, Clash at the Castle, Solo Sikoa took that away from him. And then the Bloodline kept getting involved in his business, which is why he's left Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, hanging a few weeks ago. And then this year at WrestleMania, he's had issues with his buddy Sheamus. He challenged Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania and at SummerSlam, both in losing efforts. So Drew McIntyre has been on a losing streak of sorts when it comes to the main event matches, when it comes to the time, feel matches, the money-making moments. And make no mistake about it, Drew McIntyre is a household name in WWE. Whenever he shows up, people react, fans want to see him, fans respect the name Drew McIntyre. But something needs to happen. And the heel turn that's gonna happen for the Scottish Warrior, that heel turn is coming. And I would not mind Drew McIntyre versus Seth frickin' Rollins for the World's Heavyweight Championship. I would not mind it at all. Keep in mind, we also have Damian Priest as Senior Money in the Bank. That could come into play too when it comes to the world title picture, or the world title chase for the Scottish Warrior. But again, the heel turn is coming. It's a slow burn. WWE usually does this, and for the most part, WWE keeps their stars either babyface or heel 2, 3, 4 years at a time, and then they switch them. They don't do heel turns, babyface turns every single year or every other year. That's not how WWE operates. The main thing about this is, and this is very reminiscent of about 13, almost 14 years ago, when another top superstar in WWE's contract was coming up. And of course, I'm talking about the animal, Batista. Batista turned heel, betrayed Rey Mysterio. He went on to win the WWE title, faced off against Cena, and then he ended up quitting in May of 2010 in his heel run, which again, that revitalized the Batista character on TV, but it did nothing for WWE in the long run because he ended up leaving. And Drew McIntyre's contract with WWE is about to come up, either late 2023 or early or mid 2024, but it's very soon that contract is going to come up. They're far away and apart in terms of money. That's what's being reported. And I'm pretty sure Drew McIntyre also feels some kind of way in terms of how his character has been handled over the past 2-3 years. The fact that he wasn't able to win the WWE Championship in front of a tremendous crowd. The fact that he hasn't been able to get back in that position because Reigns is undisputed champion and he's not a part of WWE TV. And I get it, that's unfortunately the way the business plays. That's the way this business goes. You can't be a top player. You can't be the guy. There's only one guy at the top of the mountain at a time. And unfortunately for Drew McIntyre, he's not it. To the point that even Seth frickin' Rollins is not it. The guy right now is Roman Reigns. But Seth frickin' Rollins has a World Heavyweight Championship. And that's the next goal. That's Drew McIntyre's future in my mind. Going after that World Heavyweight Championship. And will he be able to re-sign with the contract? Will he prove to WWE that he is worth the money he is asking for once he turns heel, once he brings that edge to his character? So with that said, what are your thoughts? Do you think turning Drew McIntyre heel is a good idea? Do you think it's going to end up, making a big play in terms of his contract renewal with WWE? Or he might end up jumping ship to AEW in the very near future, like a certain Mr. Copeland just did last night at Wrestle Dream. So with that said, leave your thoughts and comments and predictions on the comment section below. In the meantime, tune in later on tonight to the USA Network for another episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.